There was something formless and perfect before the universe was born. It is serene, empty, solitary and unchanging, infinite and eternally present. It is the mother of the universe. For lack of a better name, I call it the Tao. Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching. Nothing in the universe is fixed, static, or non-moving. Everything is transforming all the time. Taoism is one of the most important ancient Chinese philosophies alongside Confucianism. The Chinese word Tao means way or path. It's a cosmic force which flows through all things and binds and releases them. While Confucians see Tao as an ethical or moral way of how humans ought to behave in society, Taoists understand it as the way of nature as a whole. They believe that Confucians, by insisting on a purely human way, exaggerate the importance of man and fail to pay attention to the lessons which nature has to offer about time and change, gain and loss, the useful and the useless. Tao cannot be changed nor conquered by human wisdom. Hence, since we cannot conquer Tao, we are advised to model our behavior in line with this natural way, being virtues in a Taoist sense. It emphasizes doing what is natural and going with the flow in accordance with the Tao, living in harmony with nature and natural order. This philosophy corresponds closely with the logos of the Roman Stoics like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius. They claimed that logos was a force of reason and that nothing which happened according to the logos could be bad. Only people's interpretations of what happened made those circumstances seem bad. Taoism claims the same thing. Nothing is bad in itself. Only our self-interest makes us think that some events in life are bad and others are good. Actually, all things happen in accordance with the flow of the Tao, and since the Tao is natural, all things are natural. Taoists see the Tao in every action and in every non-action as well. The active expression of Tao is Te, pronounced Di. The idea of inner power or virtue, a type of spiritual credit that a person earns by performing correct and moral actions. The non-active expression of Tao is Wu Wei and is best understood as acting through non-action. But it does not signify not acting at all, but rather not forcing things on their way. Wu Wei can be characterized by the adaptability of the flow of the water in a stream. For example, water flows without awareness or naturally downriver, principle of Tao. It might be blocked by an object, branch or stone, though without contriving to do so, it finds its way around the object. It may also wear away a stone over time, although the water is not trying to erode the stone, its natural action has that natural consequence. With that in mind, water acts without motive. It acts with Wu Wei. If you want to travel on water, you will use a boat or ship since it's suitable as it is made to move on water. But if you want to walk on land, a boat is not suitable. You would only be annoyed and have difficulties. You would not gain anything, only inflict damage upon yourself. Taoism does not identify one's will as the root problem. Rather, it asserts that you must place your will in harmony with the natural universe. The philosophy recognizes that the universe already works harmoniously according to its own ways. If you exert your will against or upon the world, you would disrupt the harmony that already exists. You would go against the flow of life. In this manner, Wu Wei is not interfering or action through non-acting and can be considered as creative passivity. When following the Wu Wei, the goal is called Pu. It is described as an aimless action because with a goal, you would develop anxiety about this goal. It describes the just being without the aim of being. Just like playing an instrument for the sake of playing and not thinking about the playing, since otherwise you would get in your own way and interfere with your own playing. The Tao implements and manifests itself through undesigned actions. So, from a philosophical standpoint, Tao can be seen as the reason for and the reason of being. The origin story of Taoism centers around Lao Tzu, a philosopher from ancient China. One day, he was so frustrated with his inability to change people's behavior that he decided to go into exile. He was leaving China through the Western Pass when the gatekeeper Yin Shi stopped him because he recognized him as a philosopher. The gatekeeper asked Lao Tzu to write a book for him before he would leave civilization, and Lao Tzu agreed. He sat down on a rock beside Yin Shi and wrote the Tao Te Ching, the Book of the Way. He stopped writing when he felt he was finished, handed the book to the gatekeeper, and walked through the Western Pass to vanish into the mist beyond. Taoism is both a philosophy and a religion, and has its roots in the nature worship and divination of the Chinese peasant classes during the Shang dynasty. It can be traced back roughly to about 200 to 100 BC, when during Han dynasty the writers Lao Tzu and Shangxi were identified as Taoists. Yet a clear definition of Taoism is difficult because it overlaps with other prevailing philosophies of those times, like Confucianism and Buddhism, and was further influenced by the religion of the Shang, as well as the yin-yang cosmology developed by the Han. But how to practice Taoism? Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless like water. When you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. But water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend. These lines by Bruce Lee are illustrating the importance of being adaptable and fluid in every situation. Life ebbs and flows. Everything changes. Therefore, since change is part of nature, we should not feel pain during times of change, but should try to understand and accept what comes. The best way for a person to live according to Taoism is to submit to whatever life brings and be flexible. If you adapt to the changes in life easily, you will be happy. But if you resist the changes in life, you will be unhappy. The ultimate goal is to live at peace with the way of the Tao and recognize that everything that happens in life should be accepted as part of the eternal force which binds and moves through all things.